officially begun. Powell's got a chance to return this one. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The starting quarterback is the man from Harvard, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, hey, what's it like to be able to throw the football and be smart too? Of course, we all know by now he graduated from Harvard.
The Jets come out. 2 tight ends on the field. First down at the 27. To Cumberland. He's in the clear. The 20, the 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. The early momentum in their favor as that touchdown puts them in front here in the first.
Oh, I love that word, momentum. The Big Mo. If Big Mo is on their side, that is a great thing to have and a good feeling as a football team.
The Jets now getting set for the extra point. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Vikings offense is led by quarterback Teddy Bridgewater, a first-round selection in 2014 out of Louisville.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, he is super cool. There's no doubt about it. When you watch him play, there's just a calmness to him. It exudes, and all of his teammates can feel it. He had a terrific first year in the NFL in 2014. Let's see how the future goes for him.
The Jets defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 20. Here's the handoff. Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. They put their offense in great position to build an early lead with the fumble recovery in the first.
Yeah, I like the position the offense is in. Now go out there, take a chance, throw that football down the field, and try to make a big play right away. Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Only 8 yards to go. Press coverage all the way. And Ivory's going to take the handoff now.
Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Still second down.
Following that penalty, it's now second down and 13. The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose. Brandon Marshall was such a big presence on the outside, and now he's a member of the Jets by way of Chicago in the offseason.
The Jets needed help on the offensive side, especially at wide receiver, and they got it big time with Brandon Marshall. Big, fast, and a very good route runner.
Failing to connect there, third down. The Vikings with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Gets tight down here in the red zone, so if you're a defender, read the quarterback. If you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in position like this, and you can knock it down.
Drives it through for the field goal. That field goal. Gives them some breathing room here early in the first.
Yeah, you know what it does, Jim? It's like you going to dinner. Man, you eat like it's your last meal, and you have to open up that belt to give yourself a little more breathing room.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. First down at the 20. Peterson fires there to make the stop. When you look at this offense, you have to acknowledge Adrian Peterson, one of the best running backs to ever play the game.
Well, he's asked to do a lot for the Minnesota Vikings. I always say he's the hardest working man in the NFL because that offense has sputtered many, many times. But Adrian Peterson, he just keeps rolling along.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun. Pulls it in. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you've got that defense guessing.
First down at the 31. Handoff. And they are in on Peterson after a gain of only 1. He always makes his presence known on that defensive front.
Can get it done anywhere he lines up for the defense. That's for sure. Outside, inside. And it's a shame he wasn't an all-pro last year because, trust me, that was a travesty.
Running room. Gains 12.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Peterson's handed the football.
Peterson's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After running it, it's second down. Bridgewater's on the move. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
The incompletion stopped the clock, but 3rd and 8 still to come.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
He has the grab.
The Vikings put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
Breaking huddle at the 35-yard line. First down at the 35. Knocked down as he fires it. Second down after the incompletion. The Jets lined up in the nickel. 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
That's not an easy thing to do in sports nowadays, is to get over a bad play. The fumble earlier in the game, my man has gotten over it. He is back to running hard and making it happen.
They come to the line, and it's first down. The Vikings come to the line of scrimmage and show a full house. Finds his mark. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. At the 33. First and 20. Room to work. Gets about 9 on the play. What a drive this has been. Second down and 11. Peterson, right side. Pryor's there to make the tackle.
Peterson's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. Playing press coverage to the outside. Third down and 8. The catch is made. That picks up 11.
This is where on the defensive side, where you have the lead, the team's driving against you, call something different so you can come up with a big play and stop the offense.
Only 9 yards to go. The Jets expecting pass with a dime defense. And the Vikings still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. This has been a long drive so far. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Power surge. Touchdown.
Good job that time by the defense. They cover the receivers. Nobody's open, but who's watching the quarterback? Nobody. Good scramble for the touchdown by the QB. Well, you don't see it too often, do you? You see these missed extra points, and the first thing you think of is you look up, you do the score, and you go, how is this going to come back and bite them? Because a lot of times it does. It changes strategy as this game goes along.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Vikings defense comes out for the start of a new drive after allowing a field goal the last time.
Jim, they hope to play better this time. You take the information that you've learned from the last drive and go out there and correct some of those mistakes.
Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. First down at the 20. Fitzpatrick's going to scramble. Second down. Second down and 10. The give. Robison's all over the ball carrier. Third down. The Jets get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Third and 12 to go. Makes the reception.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle, and now we have fourth down coming up.
Quigley will be called on now to punt the football. And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. The Vikings offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
First down at the 48th. Wallace on the receiving end. That's his first reception today.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The Jets defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Still not taken down. That's a gain of 8.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Wallace has the reception. And that's Cromartie in on the stop.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. And also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Bridgewater's now completed 4 in a row.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
They are in on Peterson. And that's a gain on that play of about 4. The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
The Vikings snap it at the 26. Davis, the one who made the big stop.
The Jets defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Line of scrimmage, the 27.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Got the completion. Tackles made, and the first down is picked up. 3rd catch today so far.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. First down here after the completion. The wide receiver in motion. First down at the 15. The defense gets a sack.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Following the 2-minute warning, we've got a defense trying to maintain the lead as we head towards halftime.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line.
Bridgewater's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Out of the shotgun formation.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
From the red zone. The Jets defense now is going to go nickel. Bridgewater's back in shotgun formation. And it's Antonio Cromartie with the pick. And that pick all but guarantees they will go into the intermission with the lead.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a good first half. And let's see if they can just make it a great first half on the offensive side by taking advantage of that interception and going down and scoring.
First down now in a dangerous spot here. The Jets offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches will...
And intercepted! We're late in the second quarter, and we'll see if the offense can capitalize on their opponent's big mistake and get right back into this game before the half.
Nice job by the defense, stopping the momentum of the other football team. Now go in at halftime, regroup, and come out here and keep using the momentum you got from that interception.
First down at the 19. And Pace is able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Heading to the line at the 22.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 13. Running room. And that's a gain of 10. The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Touchdown, Vikings. Bridgewater's second touchdown of the game. A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
The defense, a little jumpy right there.
More tension, more decision-making is the second guess in the NFL, and now they're going to have it. This two-point conversion, more teams are going to do it because they don't want to kick the extra point from the 15-yard line.
Powell's going to make the fair catch this time. And Ivory's ready to take the field again in what's been a subpar first-half performance so far, Phil.
Yeah, listen, he's ready to get some yards. I know that. He needs some positive plays to give him self-confidence. Even running backs, just like quarterbacks, they need some positive feedback to take advantage of that and really get moving.
First down at the 20. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And Ivory's tackled right at the 28.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
Almost intercepted that time. This is third down. Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. The catch is made by Decker. That's his first reception today.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Here's the football resting at the 43.
Ivory lined up in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Jason Morrow makes the catch. That's a gain of 10. The Jets call the timeout. Their first. Third down now. Ryan Fitzpatrick will be taking this one from the gun. Dropping back now into the shotgun. It's complete to Devin Smith. His first down as they head to the line.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
And Newman can't pick it off. We're headed to the half here in a tight, low-scoring defensive battle.
I'm sure both teams will be making adjustments offensively coming out of the half. Larry Ridley's coming up next. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Jets defense had a rough go of it in the first half, Bill, and let's see what they can do now to start the second half.
Well, they got manhandled. They got beat up. They got pushed around. I mean, let's tough it up and change things around.
Adrian Peterson takes the football. The Vikings lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. Peterson's had a tough one, especially down the stretch. If they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side.
Bridgewater's taking off. It's Davis with the sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
It'll be third down.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
The pass is off the mark, and that's a 3-and-out.
The Vikings put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
And this punt will be covered up as their defense heads onto the field. Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down at the 49. Throws the pass. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. The Jets at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Ivory, the lone setback this time. 2nd down and 10. Amaro with the reception. And he heads to the sidelines out of bounds. That's another reception, giving him 2.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards.
3rd down after the completion.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Amaro's got it on a pass that had some heat. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Whatever adjustments they made at the half obviously had an effect. That touchdown gives them the lead.
No doubt about it. That's got to be so satisfying for a coaching staff to go in at halftime, tell the offensive players some new news to readjust them to what they've seen in the first half, but come out and score. What a great job by the offensive staff.
They'll take it at the 20. The Vikings weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
That's a bad business to be in. I know. I'm getting a lot of bad businesses. Vikings coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off balance, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
Second down after that pass play. Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line.
The Vikings look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
First and 10.
Wallace has the grab.
And Rivas in on the tackle.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Force it across for the touchdown.
They're looking to seize command of this game midway through the third quarter, and with that touchdown, they may have just done that.
Well, they did. And listen, they did their part, the offense. They scored a touchdown. Now they're putting the pressure on their defense. Go out there, stop the other team, and keep this lead for us.
The Jets' return team is in position. Perhaps they can run one out pretty deep and shift the momentum. The scores 21-17. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Jets will try to continue this scoring onslaught.
I have a little advice for the offensive coordinator. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep the pedal to the metal. Your players are playing great, and let them keep rolling.
The Jets have it at the 29. Here's the handoff. That is a strong eye. No huddle time. Now first and 10.
Jason Morrow makes the catch.
That's a pickup of 14. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And Ivory's tackled right at the 42. And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Fitzpatrick's off the mark there. Incomplete.
Well, when there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side, and the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers, there is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
Third down on the way.
The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense.
Very nearly intercepted.
Well, Jim, that's a nice job by the defender knocking that football down on third down. That's what you want to do as a defense. Of course, you want to get off the field. Every time an offense completes a third down pass, their chances of getting a score on that drive go up big time. So getting off the field is great. Nice job by the defender.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
This guy's a threat anytime you cross midfield. Really, he can kick it from 60 yards. Great leg strength. What a weapon to have on your side.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. And here's Peterson getting ready to man his spot in the backfield again. And he hasn't carried the load for them offensively like he usually does. The aerial game has been their main focus today, and it's worked.
Oh, I think this running back loves this. You know, that body of his is not taking that pounding. So when they do call on him, maybe it's later in the game or it's next week, he'll be ready to carry that football and just punish the defense. Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Second down following that incompletion.
Peterson lines up in the backfield.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Bridgewater's the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After that big-time sack, they'll now face 3rd and 17. The Jets will come out in the dime.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions. The Vikings don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Jets offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. You know, what do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
Grabs it with one hand. The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. Press coverage all the way. They're in the hurry-up mode. Back to the air here on 1st down. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. Late in the 3rd quarter and now taking the lead with that touchdown. And how big was that, Phil?
It was big. What a drive. What a good job by the offense. Terrific play calling. And what execution by the players on the offensive side.
The Jets lined up now for the point after. And the point after is good. The Vikings looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 27-21. It'll be a touchback. The Jets have to be grateful that their defense has been so dominant today, and that's why they're right in the middle of this one.
Yeah, that's why they're in this game so far, Jim. And it's good to see it, too, on the defensive side, but to play this way, to be so dominating and physical, good sign for their defense.
Toss to the outside. There's a flag out.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet, in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Outside now on the toss. And pick up about 4. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Peterson's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Get ready.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
On the money. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
The Vikings just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Ball at the 47. The Vikings have the football as the fourth quarter gets started. The final quarter begins with this snap. And they are in on Peterson. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back. When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
The Vikings from the 37. Good coverage by Cromartie that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
The Jets come out in a dime package. 2nd and 10. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's shown us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
Loss of 4 on the play at the line of scrimmage. The 41. 3rd and a long way to go. Set up screen to Peterson. Keeps churning ahead. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
I think we all like to see coaches at gamble. You know, I know the fans do, the media, he has great faith in his team, but this is not the situation to do it. 4th and long, near midfield. The game is close. Even though you're losing, you're in the 4th quarter. Punt that football away and wait for your next chance. I think it's easy to see why he missed his field goal wide, Jim. Look, as he planted the football in bad position, and that's why he missed it wide.
The Jets offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did. The Jets offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
And here we have 2nd down.
3. Ready.
And Ivory's taking the handoff. And that's a gain of 9. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done. They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 3. The ball is taken out of his hands.
I think as time has gone on, more and more coaches and teams, we see them going for it on 4th and short. But this decision, you're winning the game, 4th and short, you're near midfield. I don't think you go for it. Don't let the pressure of the fans or your players get into your mind. Punt the football away. That's the right decision.
And a touchback. The Vikings in quite a battle here in the 4th. The score's 27-21. First down at the 20. Complete to Wallace. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. No time to huddle now. Time's running out of this one. Midway through the 4th. On the way, 3rd down. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The Vikings believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The defense stops the clock. The defense needed to slow this game down. That timeout might be very useful. Now they're ready to go. Time is beginning to fade, but the quarterback knows his team still has a chance. He must produce something in a hurry. We'll go no huddle.
Let's go.
First down at the 31. Out of the eye, it's Peterson. Pryor's there to make the tackle.
That was a good idea that time by the offensive coordinator. Trying to go with the run game here in the 4th quarter when they're only down 1 score. Defense was ready and stops it for a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Time is running out here in the 4th, and the defense is trying to preserve this win. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Jets got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
We're back now out of the 2-minute warning. And if the offense can just hold on to the football, they will win the game. 2nd down and 5. And Ivory's going to secure the handoff. Got a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
Flip to the outside. Breaks out of that one. Ducks out of bounds.
The Jets really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the 2nd half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
First down and 10. And Ivory's got it on the handoff. They immediately call for a timeout. That's 2nd down coming up. Playing press coverage to the outside. And Ivory's going to take the handoff now. No surprise, they immediately call the timeout.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Takes a knee. They call for the timeout to stop the clock. After that timeout by the defense, play is ready to resume. He'll try this one from 39. And converts on the 3. And that field goal pretty much locks it up. We don't expect any once-in-a-lifetime comebacks on this situation.
No, I don't expect that. Now it's time to just start thinking and having good thoughts in your mind. Don't do anything stupid. Enjoy the fact that you played well all day long, and victory is in grasp.
The Vikings hope to get things going here. They have been anything but productive here in quite some time. 3 consecutive drives that have led to nowhere.
Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defensive side, especially the defensive line. They are absolutely taking it to the offense. They are beating them up, and when the defensive line is winning the battles like this, it's all about the defense.
Corners are backing off here.
Well, you go to the hurry-up offense for many reasons. One, you're trying to get as many plays off and use as little time on the clock as possible. That's what you have to do when you have no timeouts left. Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Trailing every third down, so big at this point. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Got the first, and he's got some space. And he steps out of the field of play.
Well, when you see a play like this by the offensive player, that is a great reflection on the coach. You can tell they've gone over these situations. When you're fighting the clock and you can get out of bounds, get it done. Good job by the offensive player there.
Patterson's got it. First down. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. With about a minute to go, they're going to need every break possible. First, they must score on this possession. He's got some daylight. Ball is out. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Hill's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Kyle Rudolph with the reception. Rudolph's taken down at the 18. First down. Pressure on every snap now.
I think what you find out about your offensive linemen, what kind of shape they're in. It's late in the game. You have no timeouts. You got to go to this hurry-up offense. Let's see if they can make it work.
Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. The Jets go with the dime formation here on defense. Tight ends in motion here. Second down and 10. Rudolph's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Huge play coming up down near the goal line. The Jets have to take their final timeout. That's it. Following that timeout, defense back out on the field. First down, pressure on every snap now. Big play coming. Defense looking for a stop. Touchdown as we near the end of this one. Phil, a lot of things have to go their way for them to pull this one off, but they've already accomplished one thing, getting this late touchdown to give them hope.
Yeah, that late touchdown does give them hope, Jim. And listen, miracles can't happen. I remember once you actually made 2 birdies in a row on the golf course. I consider that a miracle, so you'd never know on the football field.
The Vikings trying to keep their hopes alive and recover an onside kick.
Everything hinged on them recovering that onside kick, and they failed to do so.
Well, Jim, when you're doing the onside kick, you really got to hope for that perfect bounce of the football. That time it did not happen. That's why they didn't recover.
The Jets offense is on the field for a victory bow. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
Offense has not been hard to find in this one, Phil.
These guys are making it look too easy out there, and I can tell you from experience, and we all know it's not that easy, but I'll tell you this, fun to watch.
It was a close one, and at the final whistle, what a win for that one team.
It sure is. What a thrill to win a close game in the NFL. You think about it, how hard it is just to get one win and how tough it was out there. And hang on, man, great feeling.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.